This is Matt, and this is, well, day one in Alaska. I haven't even gotten to my destination for the first project yet, and I'm already, I think, in the most distant place I've ever been in my life. Most distant from roads, from cities, from mainstream society. This is a town of Bethel in western Alaska. I am literally closer to Russia right now than the US or Canada or or anywhere else. I'm here for a day. I'm waiting for my second flight. Tomorrow morning I'm taking a flight just about half hour away from here by plane to a small town of Antioch. Or small town is overstatement. It's a small village where I'm filming my first project for the next few weeks. I will be filming a small personal story of a local postal service worker. I will be showing a snippet of life in a very remote, very secluded Alaska in the local community, and that will be for Business Insider. And to get there, it took quite a bit of work, especially traveling in the time of pandemic. Essentially, just over a week ago, I flew in from Germany. I had to stop in Chicago. I had to have a brief quarantine there. I had to do testing for the virus. Lucky it came back negative, so I was able to take my flight yesterday to Anchorage. I had one night in Anchorage. This morning I flew out here to the town of Bethel, where I'm waiting for my connection tomorrow morning. And well, Bethel is it's a unique place. Frankly, I don't know why do people stay here? Really, why do people stay here? This is unique. This is so remote. And the thing is that it's not just locals who live here. There's a lot of workers. Like, I met this morning my taxi driver from the airport who's from Macedonia, and he's been coming here for most of the year for the past 30 years, he said. This is just a place to work, and there's 3 Chinese restaurants or Chinese ran restaurants in town. So I guess Chinese people come out here to run restaurants for the locals, and there's a few locals. Essentially, this town is a settlement for the local villages. So Bethel has no road connections to the outside world. I mean, there's not really much here, honestly. Not that I'm an expert. I've been here for merely a few hours, but honestly, sorry, I have to switch hands. This phone makes me hold it left-handed, and that's awkward. Yeah, this is honestly a gloomy town, I have to say. It's less visually impressive than I expected, although that also might be the weather. But frankly, I love it. It brings back memories to me of Transnistria, which is a sort of a rebel province of Moldova. It's a country that doesn't really exist. It's a country that broke away from the Soviet Union. That broke away from Moldova when the Soviet Union collapsed, and insisted on staying in the Soviet Union, and it still stays in the Soviet Union until today, I guess. So yeah, you can make sense of it yourself. But I was there a few years ago, and the kind of nothingness and the stillness and the nothingness and the stillness of the town. This is what I feel here. I mean, yeah, this is what it is. Like, yeah, you can see some buildings in the back. I mean, I just had a walk through town. Frankly, I'm not sure why everything's so secluded here, because if you put it closer together, well, then everything would be within walking distance. But honestly, there's not much here. It's mostly a residential area, and especially in the times of COVID, everything's pretty much closed. The community here, while they're fighting against COVID, it's good on them that unlike some other places in the US, they're trying to protect themselves. but unfortunately they can't enforce it. In fact, this morning at the airport, the the local government or the local airport security, they were offering people money. They were physically offering $25 per person just for people to take a test on arrival. They cannot physically force them to do so, but still, people seem kind of ignorant, and that's mainly workers who are coming in here. So, yeah. But bottom line, this is the town of Bethel. It's Bethel, Alaska. One cool thing I want to show you really quick is so I'm in the middle of the tundra, and this town is actually it's a unique experiment of a town built in the middle of the tundra. They have their sewage above ground, like all the pipes are lying above ground, which I find unique. But I'm not sure if that's so it doesn't freeze. I guess that makes sense. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that's been brought to my attention, and that seems unique. But one cool thing, I'm in the tundra here, and this surface that I'm walking on, it's been described to me as walking through a field filled with endless basketballs, because every step you take, you don't know if you're gonna go knee down or if you're gonna step on a hard flat surface. It's this kind of heavy thick moss and clumps of this heavy moss. But right now it's berry season, and I just want to show you because it's so colorful here. Like you can see, so the red berries, I'm actually not entirely sure if they're eatable. Maybe they are, but there's also like blackberries, if I can find them somewhere. And now I should have looked before filming, but now I'm finding all the red ones. But there were definitely blackberries here. But yeah, oh wait, I found blackberries. Look right there, there's blackberries. And as far as you walk through this field, there's just berries everywhere. So it's starting to rain quite bad, and I have another 3 kilometers walk to come to where I'm staying, to come back and rest for the day. So I'm gonna wrap this up for now, and I'll connect with you tomorrow, I guess, from the little settlement of Antioch. Let's hope that the fog doesn't get too bad, that the weather doesn't get too bad, because then my flight would be canceled. And again, it wouldn't be so bad. I kind of like those weird places at the end of the world. I'm here in the middle of the rain, in the middle of nowhere, but I'm actually just really happy, really at peace, really thrilled. This is kind of a different thing for me, I guess, but I guess anybody else, if they came here, they would just be depressed by the gloom and by the stillness, by the emptiness, but I'm genuinely thrilled to be here. It's it's such a unique place. Everybody can go to London, everybody can go to Paris, everybody can go to Thailand, but who can come here, and who does come here? Like, this is such a unique place, such a unique chance to walk somewhere where not many people have walked, to see something that so few have made the effort, and who have been able to make the effort to see, to experience. So for me, it's very special. I'm very happy to be here, and and hopefully I can shoot a pretty cool story for Business Insider tomorrow or over the next few days in Antioch. It's gonna be a story following the life of a local postal service worker. The community is very dependent on the post office there, because that's how they get all their basic supplies necessary for survival. And that's where I'm gonna be for the next week, before heading to the completely opposite end of Alaska in the west, where I'll be filming another project for BBC. I'll be filming an abandoned old mine, copper mine, in near Arctic Alaska. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to Etherium Sky Films and Media on Facebook. We're also on YouTube, and be sure to visit ethereumsky.com for updates on these upcoming projects, as well as to check out a lot of our other past work. Thanks for watching. Take care.